Sports talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I got a question. Is anybody feeling like me? You know, does anybody want to see Gennady Golovkin versus Daniel Jacobs 2? You know, anybody want to see a rematch or something? Normally when a close fight happens, and unexpectedly, you want a rematch. I'm not hearing enough. I'm really not. I'm hearing about the Golovkin and the Canelo fight. And then you hear about the Golovkin and maybe the Saunders fight, right? I'm like, well, okay, I understand face of boxing, Canelo's the face of boxing, but really, from just a standpoint of a sport guy, the fight that I think would be the best, because if we already saw that it was good already, I would like to see another 12 rounds of that or whatever happens, right? Because it was very close. Normally, by close fights, we want to see that. So I'm thinking, well, where it doesn't matter what side you on. For example, if you're a Golovkin fan, talking about Golovkin fans going back a little bit before he was fighting in the States. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting in Monaco and stuff like that, beating up on dudes, scaring everybody, right? If you're a fan way back, you're thinking, you haven't seen nothing like this. You haven't seen anything like this. Even if you're a new fan, just got on the bandwagon maybe 2 or 3 fights ago, right? You haven't seen him in a close fight like this. Kell Brook fight, that got a little close, but you knew he was going to steamroll him at the end of the day. You've seen it happening. It was coming, right? It's just a matter of time. So, have you seen something where, when the judge was about to say the score, that your heart was pounding, right? Because you didn't know what was going to happen because that fight was that close. Well, that's what that was, which means normally we would want a rematch. So the fans of Golovkin, for example, should be saying, hey, let's get rid of this problem. We need no Jacobs problems. We got bigger fish to fry. What's going on here? You know what I mean? Let's go get him, Triple G. That's what his fans should be saying. So that's why it should be like, hey, let's make this fight happen. And he should be hearing it from his fans, I think. And if you're a fan of the Jacobs or just anybody giving Golovkin a good fight, just to see Golovkin in a good fight, or a fan of Jacobs, you like, man, my man won. He definitely held his own. You thinking that? So those are reasons to want to see the fight. It's all there. It would be big money. It would be bigger. That's sure, because it's a different mindset for everybody that's gonna watch the fight. It's not no sure thing. Remember them 8-to-1 odds I was doing a video about, telling you I thought there was too many? Should have had my told you hat on, right? I ain't gonna do you like that this time. But listen, you know, that wasn't no 8-to-1 odds. What? Wasn't that close? So my point is, where are the people who like to have rematches on close fights? Leo Santa Cruz, Frampton, you know what I mean? Wanted to see a rematch. Made it happen. They got a rematch going on, right? And actually, Santa Cruz need to go to Frampton's crib, right? Frampton came to the States twice. And you can't even go over there. But whatever, that's another little story. And then now all of a sudden, WBA mandating Santa Cruz against Marquez. And all three of these guys don't want to fight who? Make sure y'all know the name. Who is it? What's her name? Let's make sure we say it together. Guillermo Rigondeaux. Right? Because you don't hear the name. You might look in the pound for pound list. You might see it every now and then, but you're not hearing it. Because all these other dudes who don't want to fight him and openly ducked him, or I don't like to use that, avoided him, right? Those guys are in the news, right? Got a little bitty dude that was coming up in the first place to get him. They moved up again from a little bitty dude. It's kind of funny, right? But let's make sure to say the name one more time. Guillermo Rigondeaux, right? That guy down there, right? That's what they running from. But anyway, we want to see these rematches, right? Close fight. I remember Dillian White and Derek Chisora. After that fight, barn burner. You want to see a rematch, right? Let's go to a fight you would probably want to expect me to say. Vladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury, right? I know I wanted to see that rematch. I really did. I wanted to see that rematch because I was like, listen, Tyson Fury, you had the mind games going. Good job on the psychological part of your fight, right? You fainted your way to a title. You sold them wolf tickets, he bought them, right? Great job from a young man, right? He gave Klitschko the impression that he don't care. Won a fight, 12-round fight with 83 punches, the lowest in the history. 83 punches. Reason why he won? Because Vladimir threw 50, right? So basically, old boy fanned his way to a title. Now, I didn't think that was going to happen the second time. I think Vladimir was going to unload at least. Because what happened to Vladimir, he basically, because the dude is 6'9", 270, so you forget that he doesn't have that much punching power, right? He's just talented, right? But he doesn't have that thudding punching power, right? So Vladimir just forgot and got punked basically. That's what it looked like. And I don't think that was going to happen in the next fight. But you wanted to see a rematch, didn't you? So it's a lot of fights. We go back to you can't even say Muhammad Ali's name without saying Joe Frazier, right? Ken Norton, didn't he fight him a couple of times? Foreman, but no, he didn't fight him again. But the thing is, you have all these sometimes trilogy, Pacquiao, Marquez. So we want to see when something's close, normally we want to see that. With this Daniel Jacobs and Triple G fight, I'm not hearing it enough. So maybe I need to start making some noise. Maybe you need to start making some noise. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's a better fight than Canelo and Saunders. I think Saunders needs to do something first so that fight would sell. The only thing that makes that fight any significant at all is the fact that he has a belt, right? The WBO belt. But he hasn't really been doing anything of late, right? The Akarov fight, he didn't look good, right? And he was off a lot of times. That's the scary thing about him. Him and Tyson Fury. These guys. They're not trying to fight all the time, and when they're not boxing, then they can get going and blow up and just enjoy their lives. I just think that they must be really talented because they get it together and win these fights. So that's something to be scared of. That's natural talent there. So you're gonna have to acknowledge that whether you like their work ethic or not. But I don't think that's a better fight than Daniel Jacobs versus Triple G. Number 2, 12 more rounds. I'm ready for it. What about y'all? Done with Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.